Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fine evening of the 5U Alpha Overwatch League. We have an exciting Friday night showdown for you between two incredible teams. That will be the Squirtin Turtles and Dallas Dojo. We love these team names. One of them is the Squirtin Turtles, captained by a first-time captain this season. Dallas Dojo, captained by a longtime veteran. Lots of great players between the two of them. I'm joined here in the booth with my casting counterpart, Fox M. Say hello.
Hello.
And on the cameras, running production and all the fun behind the scenes stuff, our good friend Max Michaels. A big shout out to him for making a lot of these broadcasts happen. So, Fox M, have we gotten our first map in yet? Do you know what that is?
We are ready, yeah, and actually I just got a last-minute swap here for some of our DPS players on the team of the Dallas Dojo. Looks like Yakety Tack and Bang My Drums are going to be playing DPS. And perfect, there it is. And Shushi Foof and Symphonia John are going to be playing support, so I guess I kind of messed that up.
Well, Symphonia John on the support doesn't surprise me. That's usually his bread and butter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mostly I mean that I messed up placing him in the right place.
Ah.
But
that does happen.
That does happen, and let me get some of these names updated here as well, and then we should be good to go. Squirtin Turt.
Love to see it. It's looking like we're going to have Iron Brew, the captain for Dallas Dojo, on the trusty tank role.
He is.
Do we know much about what tanks he's been playing this season? I know historically he's a Wrecking Ball player, but Wrecking Ball is a little bit garbage right now.
And he has avoided the Wrecking Ball in all the games that have been playing with him. He has been avoiding it like the plague because he knows it's rough. It's very difficult to play around. It's hard to set up with. So he's been playing a lot of Zarya. He's been playing the meta heroes, Roadhog, a little bit of Orisa. I wouldn't say that I expect him to come out with Orisa. I expect him to come out with the Zarya, to be perfectly honest.
That would definitely make sense. Now, on the other side, the lead tank and our acting captain for the evening, Fire Chicken, he is famously a D.Va and Zarya aficionado. So I would definitely not be surprised if he pulled one of those two out first.
Yeah, I mean, I expect him to go quick with it. I think that's his best tank for sure. So I imagine that he's going to pop out with that first. So I don't expect him to go with anything less than his famous Zarya. Super good at getting good positionings with snagging ultimates. But D.Va has a bad matchup against Zarya. So I think that he might not come out with it, but we'll see. Definitely. And it looks like we do have ours, so here we go.
Yes, in just a moment, we'll be off to Busan. We head to our favorite Korean mecha base first, the home of D.Va and her associates as they defend Korea from the Omnic threat.
And what is that squad called? I mean, it can't be as lame as Mecha Squad, right? I don't want to say it's that.
Chat, if you know this chat, please put it in the chat, because my brain is telling me it's just called Mecha, M-E-K-A, but also
that actually might be right.
Telling me that it's wrong.
That might be right, actually.
But it's looking like from between both teams, we'll have a Reaper from both sides, banging my drums and Phantom Tones. Definitely two players that love that Reaper, that close range, close quarters combat. The other DPS being a hit scan from Yakety Tack, Sojourn, Sam DeWham, the Cassidy. Fire Chicken is starting out on the D.Va, so he's going to try and take advantage of that speed and the projectile eating as the two teams meet up on the top high ground. As the two Reapers go head-to-head against each other, as our tanks are face-to-face. And the first pick goes to banging my drums onto Phantom Tones. And now Dallas Dojo, they're going to push their way into Squirtin Turtles. They're going to D-mech Fire Chicken and finally take him down. And this is essentially a one fight. Now Shushi just clicking on people. This
the
fight
support
is very
role.
much won by Dallas Dojo. But they need to cap.
Easy prediction, though. I mean, we knew that he was going to come out on Zarya, and we also knew, I mean, we called it. He's going to come out on the Diva. So, I don't know. I don't know. Charles can't be upsetty spaghetti. You got to know that that's what's going to come, so you got to mark.
Very true. And now the next fight in the works. Squirtin Turtles ready to go again. With only 8% and going up for Dallas Dojo. The slow field slows down the Squirtin Turtles. It's Fire Chicken now on the Zarya, getting an opening pick on the Symphonia John. And the Coalescence from Zoloft. And to counter that, the Amp Matrix from Sushi. But the Zoloft is cracked. And she's going to help her team win that fight pretty quickly.
Sushifu maybe was looking a little too much for frags right there instead of trying to keep his team. Although he got the invul off, they had already lost the fight essentially. As soon as Symphonia John dies, they were in trouble.
And it may be coming back to bite Dallas Dojo that they took a long time to cap the point. As they are about to lose the small lead they had. But Banging My Drums comes in with the pick and the grab from Iron Brew. Banging My Drums able to find a follow-up pick into that. And now Dallas Dojo gonna take this fight onto the point where it's just Phantom Tones.
Yeah.
Am to Wham gonna wisely just walk away. After getting a few shots in, just gonna walk away.
You can't lose your Zarya that early, unfortunately, in these fights. Uh-oh, there's a Suzu, though, and a bubble. So unless if Fire Chicken gets out, then they might have a chance here.
And now a lot of ults on the line, online for Squirtin Turtles. And here comes Sanduem with the Deadeye. He finds one.
Finds two
And
with
that's
the
going to
second
be
pick.
enough to push. Banging My
Phantom
Drums.
Tones.
Banging My
Banging My
Drums
Drums,
using
you're right.
the Death Blossom. And there was no one around. So a little bit ill-advised.
Yeah, it seems like it was maybe a little bit of a desperation trying to save the play, but...
Well, that's going to be Squirtin Turtles taking the point again. And they're about to take the lead. As both teams about this 50% mark. It cannot be any closer, really. Every team winning every other fight.
This is a hard
Still
roll,
ult
though.
advantage.
Now that the Fire Chicken has the Zarya roll with his much snowballing, as long as they don't lose anybody...
And the competing ults, and it's going to end up with Phantom Tones. The Death Blossom, massive in that small space.
Good way to crush that
Clean
Kitsune.
Fight win from Squirtin Turtles.
You don't need to move
They're getting
fast
up
when they're
to
running
the-
through you.
And they're approaching, we're not quite there yet, but we're approaching last fight territory, the 80+% here. Dallas Dojo now trying to go to the right side. Phantom Tones gets slapped. Here comes the Graviton Surge from Fire Chicken.
Only there's one.
But it's the one they needed.
Yeah.
The Dallas Dojo able to retake the point, but they are down one. Now make that 3. As picks coming in.
It's not good. Sanchez.
On the high ground here, uncontested. And the Squirtin Turtles going to retake the point.
I think they're going to win this one.
There may be a touch inbound from Symphonia John. The speedy Lucio and Sanduem going to use Deadeye above point for insurance.
Gets 2.
That's why you always pay your insurance bill. Just a grab on point from Iron Brew. Now Shushi, the last one. And that's going to be a round win as Symphonia John
Tries to jump
tries
through.
to do the desperation ult. Unfortunately, not successful.
Yeah, it just looked a little bit confused, honestly, from the Dallas Dojo. They still look like they're trying to find out where to go necessarily and what to do to make this happen. Although they've got some good Zarya players that are both bubbling each other, you're gonna really struggle to get it to happen. You know, you gotta know where you want to go. You gotta get your target focus correct, and it can't be the other Zarya. You don't want to boost her any more than she needs to. So.
And now it looks like Banging My Drums swapping over to Hanzo. Maybe feeling a little bit overmatched in the Reaper v Reaper matchup against Phantom Tones, because let's be honest, who wouldn't? But Hanzo, we love to see it. Give him some more range and a little bit more punch.
The best hero in the game.
And now both teams moving in on the small drum room as Fire
Oh,
Chick
no.
the opening pick. That's big. Squirtin Turtles, they're not going to push forward. Sushi finds a counter pick onto Phantom Tones.
Actually,
Two teams 4v4.
it's a better pick for the side. Sushi Boo's getting that. They can play more brawly now.
Definitely. Now with the fight moving over to point, the invulnerability coming out from Sushi going to keep his teammates alive. But this fight very thick on point. No clear advantage right now.
Look how wide that Dallas Dojo is playing. I can't believe that they're getting these angles. Yeah.
Banging my drums, finally finding what he was looking for. Can he find a third? Not quite, but he does get the assist. So that's going to be, after a long time, a fight win for Dallas Dojo. They're going to take this first cap.
They were playing so wide. They were taking such bigger angles in the side of the Squirtin Turtles. It's crazy. The Squirtin Turtles were set up like a spear, but they weren't actually pushing it. And the other side was set up like a phalanx. And they were getting those shots.
Well, we love to see it. Phantom Zone swapping over to the Soldier 76. As we get the Kitsune Rush from Sushi. And the grab from Iron Brew. Doesn't find anyone. The speed from Spartacus just enough to keep his team slightly out of danger.
Honestly, that's a great turn.
That's multiple ults that didn't get value from Dallas Dojo. Now with big dragons. Goes right through the team, not really damaging them much.
They're not concerned.
And now Fire Chick with a big grab. He gets 3 with it.
Yikes. That's just better ultimate usage from Squirtin Turts.
Yeah, if you're Dallas Dojo, you really want to take a deep breath and think about those ults that you used there, because you used all of your ults in that fight and got 1 kill.
They need to calm down. They've got to play together. They've got to listen to each other. Play it safe. They're all trying to go for the hero play. You don't need to be a hero.
And now Dallas Dojo rushing towards the point, taking position here. As Phantom Tones with the tactical visor already. It's going to zone Dallas Dojo away from point. This fight thick on point, but now that's a second pick. It's a 5v3 favors Squirtin Turtles. Sam DeWham with the ult. It's going to once again zone people in one direction. It's now a 5v2 on point. Make that a 4v2. So Yak attack. He needs to do the impossible, but he's the kind of player who can do that.
I don't know if you can do that with Soldier, though. Unfortunately, without your ultimate, it's so hard to get that many kills.
And that's going to be a clean fight win from Squirtin Turtles.
Yeah.
As they are able to take the lead on this round. 60+% now. Banging my drums now over on the coast. Trying to get something cheeky, and he does. Massive opening pick. They're going to take advantage of this now. Rush in, take the point. Banging my drums needs to be careful though that he doesn't get traded in the process. But Dallas Dojo they do retake the point.
I'm surprised that they went so quickly to the objective there instead of trying to capitalize on a few extra picks to extend their take. But
it is a bit of an unorthodox strategy, but they do have ults at the ready for this next fight. A little bit more than Squirtin Turtles does.
Iron Brew, careful, buddy.
And now the big grab. It's massive with the dragons. And the dragons doesn't get anyone. A big beat from Spartacus keeps everybody alive. But not for long. The K-Rush from Sushi lets his team push right through, able to overcome that sound barrier.
Dallas Dojo actually showing some good discipline right there, using their stuff in the correct manner. Making sure you use grab drag, making sure you use K-Rush afterward. Good job.
And now we have a tie game. Dallas Dojo taking round 2 here on Busan. And we will go to downtown, the third and final point. As we battled out for map 1.
I do think that in cases of like raw talent, or I say raw talent, in the case of like what their heroes are good at and what heroes they play, I do think that the Dallas Dojo has a better straight up brawl comp than the Squirtin Turts do. However, I think that if you are including flanking and like even attempts at dive, I do think that Squirtin Turds has the advantage. So this could be a really close one.
And we see Fire Chicken switching things up a bit, going over to the Winston. A nice little shake-up. Sam DeWham on the Genji as well.
Yeah, they're
Dallas
looking to
Dojo.
dive. Uh-oh.
Dojo taking some space here, but having that Winston able to just jump in and out, goes into the back,
So risky.
and it doesn't pay off this time. As kills coming in, favoring Squirtin' Turtles.
I can't believe it that the Moira's making the difference. And Zoloft gets a 4K. No, 3K. 4K, there it is. Oh my lord.
We love a good Moira player. Zoloft,
Man.
you win, I don't know what you win, but you win something for being a god tier Moira player. We love it.
I don't like Moira players. I never will. But fuck. Getting
As
a
a Moira
4K.
player myself, I get it. Now banging my drums, trying to take some high ground space, but he's confronted by the Genji. And loses that one-on-one. You hate to see that.
It's very Genji favored, so.
Now Iron Brew is swept over to the Roadhog. He just wants to be able to remove someone from this fight.
And
One
Fire
by
Chicken
one.
switched to Zarya. Look at that. They double swapped, and I actually think Zarya's better now in this position than she previously was.
And Fire Chicken's about to have his ult here.
That's what I mean.
Coming shortly. Here's the K-Rush. And both tack visors.
Oh
See the grab
no.
here on point. You dodge tack. So this fight really messy right now. Could go either way. Oh, Iron Brew with the whole hog.
Coming
gonna
through.
find
4K. No, it's 3. It's 3. You're right.
May have gotten one not with the whole hog. It wasn't looking
Definitely
quite
threw
that
the
much
ulti.
at it. So that's going to be a point capture from Dallas Dojo. They're going to push up here. Iron Brew almost dying. Able to use that self-heal with the damage reduction to keep himself alive. But here's Sam DeWham with the Dragon Blade. The beat from Symphonia John.
As we all know, that ultimate sucks. If you're a Genji player, rip in the chat.
Sure does. But now Sam DeWham finding a pick on the Yakety attack.
Uh-oh.
And banging my drums. Sam DeWham pretty cracked right now. He's just getting gashes and headshots right through the meaty bits of the fight.
He has so much time to fight. Incredible.
And that's going to be a retake from Squirtin' Turtles. Yeah, Iron Brew Yakety attack still alive, being pushed backwards.
I wouldn't be surprised if Iron Brew switches back to Zarya, even to lose his ultimate here. He doesn't, though. He's going to try to go for the whole hog against the Diva.
He may be wanting to just try and get the timing difference with the defense matrix. Very possible for him to do. Here comes the K-Rush. And Phantom Tones with a tactical advice. Refines Yakety attack and Shushi. That's massive. Zoloft with the coalescence as well. It's every ult out there.
Yeah.
And it's just Iron Brew on point.
Funny, John can contest. Ah, close. Oh, he did get the touch, but they do lose this here.
And that's going to be map 1, going to Squirtin' Turtles.
Squirtin'
2-1 on Busan.
Great plays, honestly. Good switches in the tanks, actually. It was good to see that little, like, rock, paper, scissors going through.
Play of the game.
I think it really speaks well to how well this the Squirtin' Turtles team can communicate with each other. These are mostly players that have played with each other quite a lot, and it really shows.
Iron Brew just lasering people down right there. That tracking on that one was insane. Okay.
Base Daniels in chat, y'all need an overly aggro diva. I mean, did you just not watch Fire Chicken?
Please watch
Or
the
do you
game
want
replay.
more
Thank you.
you want more aggro than Charles? Because usually we have to get Flame Chaser for the super aggro tank.
We could also put Omnilus in there as well as a secondary.
Or if
Mega
you're okay
feeder.
with losing the game, you could put me in on tank. I'm super aggro, but I'm also not good.
That's fine though. You don't
Yeah,
have to be good. You just got to be aggro.
we're getting calls to have Bardo put in. We'll see. We'll see.
Now that
He
we
should
finish
be.
our, it's a hybrid match, so we're looking for Kings, Midtown, or Nimbani.
It has seemed like nearly every game has gone to Midtown this season, where it's been an option. But
Put out
Kings Row
there.
has historically been the favorite in our league.
As a personal Kings Row hater, I hate that fucking map. Excuse me, I hate that freaking map. Um, I don't
Okay,
hate the map.
you're allowed to say fuck on the internet.
I'm sick of the same types of gameplay and the same type of like rotations that happen in that map every single time. When it was that May meta, you had to go through the theater. When it was every other meta, you go through the middle, then go through the apartment, or you go through the mid with a call. Blah, blah, blah. It's all the same thing. I've played so many maps of Kings Row, it makes me sick. I
I
like to see the new
definitely
maps.
get that. I think that's also the reason why we haven't seen Numbani at all in our league this season, because it's more of the same.
Yep.
At least with Kings Row, some people really like it because it's an old favorite. Midtown is new and fun and good. And then there's Numbani, which hasn't changed since 2017, I think.
Yeah.
Is that when they destroyed the lobby to tease Doomfist and Orisa, and then
Mm-hmm.
never changed it back?
And then it stayed forever, five ever.
It's like you'd think that lobby was in America.
Interesting. Fire Chicken bans Numbani. I actually think that's a bad ban for their team.
Yeah, I,
I
I
think,
highly doubt Dallas Dojo is going to pick Numbani, but
yeah.
maybe they're feeling equally comfortable on Midtown and Kings Row. Nick Xian saying, "Voice your feelings. You're valid. Hell yeah, cuss more." Okay, we're valid.
I think that's very interesting that they would ban Numbani. I think Midtown is a fine pick for sure. I would also pick Midtown if it was me, but I
I
don't
just
know,
like that it
like,
has a fire truck.
and it makes sounds.
Wee woo wee woo. Yeah,
Yeah,
love it.
exactly.
But it looks like Squirtin Turtles will be on the attack first here
Let's
at
see. Do we need
Midtown.
to swap all here? Yes, I do. Yep.
Then correction, Dallas Dojo will be on the attack first.
Yeah.
Team color swap for those following along at home.
We just like to make sure that we know who's doing what. And this becomes Dallas Dojo. And we do have a little bit of a lineup change coming in for the Dallas Dojo. We're going to
Would
bring
love to
Sushi
see it.
Foof in for Tank over Iron Brew. And then it's going to be Iron Brew and Bangama Drums for their DPS. And then we're going to have Bardo coming in with Yakety Tax. So Symphonia John is going to be taking a quick seat.
Well, there you have it, chat. We're putting Bardo in.
So Bardo's in.
Bardo, a newcomer to the league, but he brought a fan club. So we appreciate all of you hanging out here in the chat and in other places. But Sushi moving over to tank, that's an interesting development. He has historically been one of the more flexible players in the league, but Iron Brew has been one of the best tanks in the league. So having that swap, um, I think it. I'm wondering if Iron Brew is feeling frustrated by the state of Overwatch right now, because
He is.
I know a lot of tank players are.
As a close
So
friend of Iron Brew, I definitely know that right now with Ball being in a weak position right now, it's very frustrating for him. Um, Not being able to play his signature hero because the hero doesn't thrive in this 5v5 environment. It's definitely tough for him. And with Zarya being the other backup that he can play super, super well, and he is a fantastic Zarya player, you know, he has to flex into something else. He definitely feels a little more comfortable on DPS right now, actually. And Sushifoof is a fantastic Sigma player, really good monkey player too. He can play like those more flexy technical heroes. So, I mean, I'm not surprised with the swap. So,
Iron Brew is a very capable DPS player, so this is not it's not a put down. Seeing him being swapped. So
oh,
here
oh.
we go on to Midtown. We go to Manhattan, around the vicinity of Grand Central Terminal and Fire Station Engine 11.
Yo, so what's the over under here that Iron Brew's team takes a long way around?
I don't know how gambling works, but I think 3.
Perfect. That's a great number. So there is a long way out here, and if Maxi, you want to come around onto the camera side, if you go over onto the attacker side near Mario's place, if you go out towards their door, right to the left of their spawn, there's a far left door actually that you can take out, and you can walk it all the way down, and then under and around the subway. Depending on where people set up, this can become a stupidly great flank, or you have a basically dead ass even matchup on the underside. Depends. If you get spotted, then you're totally fucked. But if you don't, you could win.
It's definitely a map that I've had a lot of fun learning the pathing for, because there's a lot of very interesting directions to go.
I agree.
But we see Sushi, he's going to be rolling out on the Reinhardt, facing off against the Fire Chicken Diva. So a unique matchup here. This, Phantom Tones on the Torbjorn. Dallas Dojo making their way to the high ground. They're going to head through the train. They're going to push Squirtin Turtles backwards at using the May wall. Dallas Dojo able to take some space as Shushi charges towards the fire truck. No kills just quite yet.
Sushi definitely needs some healing. Damn. They really needed to get some juice into him right there.
And the Moira heals going directly into Fire Chicken, keeping him very much alive. Love to see it. That's going to enable him to just soak up so much damage.
Try to get the next pick. Dallas Dojo's going to reset here.
And a clean hold from Squirtin Turtles.
Agreed.
Fire Chicken has the self-destruct already. On the other side, Iron Brew, the only one close to having an ult. He's banging my drums all by himself. He's going to be surprised by Torbjorn. He's going to have to run away. Dallas Dojo a little bit split up right now. Is banging my drums. Caught out of position by Sam DeWim. He's going to be punished for that. Now Dallas Dojo hanging out underneath the train. They're down a couple people, but they're going to keep pushing. Shushi's going to fall immediately. Zoloft with Coalescence. And now Sam Wham with the Deadeye. More of a zoning Deadeye at this point. There's not really anyone around to kill. But you love to see it.
A little bit of an overuse, but, I mean...
It's better to use it when you don't need it than the other way around, I suppose.
True. Better to die with it have been used. And now we see the Sushi Sigma.
Love to see it. Sigma super strong in the current meta. Sam DeWam finding the opening pick on the bang of my drums. He's found him a couple of times so far. The Maywall going up in the middle of point. Phantom Tone storing out the Molten Core. And a bomb. Fire Chicken finds no one. The May
Long
ulting
range
on
snow.
the point.
Catches a bunch.
The Blizzard finds 3. Good. No one's going to go down as a result. This Torb turret doing big work. The turret's at an unusual place. I didn't know you could put it up there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of streamers have been putting it up there.
I'm not sure Dallas Dojo knew you could put it up there either, because it mowed down everyone.
New MVP. Vote for Phantom Tone's turret.
A new MVP. Okay.
Better than the dead gopher.
Yeah. Turret was always MVP in my heart. Joshi almost has the
Perfect game.
Science Slam. There's just a minute left here on the attack for Dallas Dojo. The turret is going down at the start of this fight. But Phantom Tone's winning the 1v1 against banging my drums in the train. Not a fun matchup against Torb in there, but here comes the Science Slam from Shushi. Finds a couple, but no picks. And that's a pick onto Iron Brew. That's going to be massive. This is a 5v3 right now. Sam DeWham is on the flank.
They're
not even turning around at him.
Just free firing.
Oh, wow. Fire Chicken getting the cleanup. It's all up to Sam DeWham following close behind.
Oh no. Dallas Dojo, they're falling apart. They've got to calm down. They've got to figure out a strategy. They need to call what they're shooting at. They need to choose something.
And 4 ults online here for Squirtin Turtles. None for Dallas Dojo, but it's not going to make it. Oh, Spartacus able, Iron Brew able to touch, but Fire Chicken and Zoloft getting kills with their ults. All the ults going out on point. And that's going to be it for round 1. A full hold for Squirtin Turtles.
Dallas Dojo, I love you guys. You know I love you guys. You've got to calm down. You've got to change your play style.
This is a team with a lot of experienced players on it. And they have a lot of experience untilting themselves. So if there's ever a team that can dig themselves out of a hole, this is the team to do it. But it starts with stopping the dig.
Yeah. They can't try to make solo plays. They can't try to do anything too crazy. You need to play heroes that you're good at, heroes that you're consistent with, things that you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable running a strategy, don't run the strategy.
And we see Iron Brew coming out on the Bastion. We've not seen a lot of Bastion in the league this season, but I'm definitely here for it. I think it'll give them a big increase at the firepower that was one of their obstacles.
I will say, Iron Brew is a fantastic Bastion player. As crazy as it is, he is a fantastic Bastion player. He's got great tracking, so that definitely helps for him. He can definitely hit a lot of the shots when it comes in. If he gets a pocket, and it looks like we're seeing that exact thing, Sanchez is going to pocket him. He can hit really hard. So.
But now Squirtin Turtles on the offense. Fire Chicken playing the Rhine this time. Sandwam on the May. Zoloft swapping over Baptiste. And they take the underground right side.
Yeah, the crazy route.
And
they ran him over.
They ran over the Bastion. Shushi and Bardo by themselves on point. Shushi finds a pick. Zoloft finds a pick. This is increasingly going towards Squirtin Turtles here. And they keep finding picks. It's just Bardo left on point. He's going to fall.
That's it.
Iron Brew, the only one alive. He's going to die very quickly. They were ready for him. And that's Squirtin Turtles taking map 2 on Midtown.
Squirtin Turtles putting the hurts, as they say.
I love it.
That was a good play. They played a straight-up brawly comp, knowing that you've got to play in the right spot if you want to try to avoid those areas. And I think it was a little bit of a misplay by Dallas Dojo to be playing in that kind of split top and bottom zone. If you're going to play a Bastion, especially in that slot, you got to make sure that you're in the right zone there.
Definitely. Especially with the kind of heroes the Squirtin Turtles are playing. Getting into a 1v1 against a Torbjorn is a difficult affair, especially at close range. So if you're banging my drums and you see Torbjorn in the hallway by himself, you can't take that. You gotta just turn around and book it. You got the speed advantage. Live to fight another day.
Because Torbjorn doesn't take space very effectively, right? Like that's not his job. His job is to defend space.
Exactly.
All right, with our next one, we've got an escort. It's going to be Junkertown, Rialto, or Route 66. Go ahead and put that in.
Those are some fantastic maps.
Indeed, I agree.
I am curious to see what roles Dallas Dojo puts themselves on. Because Shushi is an incredible sniper player.
Yep.
But I would also not be surprised if he just wants to frag out and play Zenyatta. Man, historically, that's what he's done when things have when he's not happy with his play.
Yep.
It's like I've been against him many times where you think you've got the mental game over Shushi Foof, and then he plays Zenyatta, and then there's no hope for you anymore because he's just too good.
Looking in the chat, I see that Michelle is mixing in being some spicy stuff coming in. She's upset at Dallas Dojo's play right now. She needs to go in there and slap Shushifu across the face. Let him know, I'm the boss. You do what they say. Frag out.
Hell yeah.
Let him know.
While we are in this little bit of downtown,
Downtown.
downtime, goodness gracious, I cannot speak today, or really ever, but that's beside the point. Since we've got a moment here, let me tell you a little bit about our good friend Twitch Prime. If you
Oh,
like what you see on this stream, consider giving us a follow. Consider giving us a subscription. If you are an Amazon Prime subscriber or a Twitch Prime subscriber, you get one free subscription per month for any channel you want. We would be honored if that channel was us today. This helps us keep this league running, helps us compensate some of our artists, and helps us give back to the gaming community in positive ways.
I've been subscribed to the PMA OWL, the PMA OWL for 45 months currently. You should too.
Heck yeah. Can I pay $8 to get verified by PMAOWL?
Verified for what?
Yeah, define verified because we all know who you are at this point.
So
You're one of us now, so tough.
I'll need some more
cookies.
information.
Yeah. Gonna need your social security number, your mother's maiden name, the name of the street you grew up on, your childhood best friend, the name of your first pet,
And the
and your
CVV
first
code
car.
on the back.
Yes.
That'd be very helpful.
And let's see. Do we have the
Oh, I
map
see.
picked in?
We want a Twitter verification for PMA OWL. Interesting.
Well, that is not something I have control over because I did not buy Twitter. Unfortunately,
Okay, so
Mr.
Junkertown
Musk
has
beat
been
me to
banned,
it.
so we're going to Route 66.
Heck yeah, we're gonna go get our kicks on the Great American Roadway.
I also got my ass banned from Junkertown because it's the best map. I get it. So
True.
I also picked Route 66 on my opposite end. So
Have you ever driven any part of Route 66?
I think I was on it for like a very short time when I was driving up to Colorado.
Ah,
But it was for a very short time, and most of the time we were driving somewhere else. My wife and I went to Colorado, went through New Mexico, and it was friggin' gorgeous.
I've also only traveled a brief stretch in Illinois, which is the part of the boring stretch where it's all cornfields. But I know my parents certainly liked going to all the weird little roadside attractions as they ventured into Missouri and whatever state or west of that, Kansas, I think.
They're all the same thing,
It's
know,
all
over there.
flat, and it's like it's either a
all flat and
cornfield or
corn.
a wheat field. I live in Indiana. I know I know what a field looks like.
Oop, I see that I've got messaged by Iron Brew and fucked up changing some of their lineups.
How dare you?
What a silly Billy. We are going to see that Iron Brew is going back over into the tank position.
Love to see it.
And then we're going to see Banging My Drums and Chuchifoof on the deeps. And we're going to see Symphonia John and Bardo coming in for deeps. Or, excuse me, I just said deeps. I meant supports. So Yakety Tack is going to be onto the bench.
All right. An interesting shake-up here. We'll see if this is the winning combination for them tonight. They're going to start out on defense here in Route 66.
They are.
And they're going to have a chance to really set the tone, play smart, and utilize their skills here. As we're waiting for Arsh from both teams.
There it is. Here we go.
And we'll just in a moment be off to get our kicks on Route 66.
Traveling to Route 66. Initiating match.
You have an M? That was a good
Yep.
one.
I believe that, if I remember correctly, that comes from a song about Route 66. It's a
I thought
weirdly famous highway.
I thought you were making a good like mom spaghetti joke there, but I guess that'll suffice.
Nah, I'm
Ready for battle.
if I'm ever creative, it's because I'm shit posting. So if it's creative and it's not a shit post, I didn't come up with it.
All right, let's take a look at their lineups. Coming in from the Dallas Dojo, we are going to see the ball. Okay.
Love it.
I am glad to see it. I'm glad that he's going to play it. I want him to practice it. I know it's tough. Practice it. Play it.
If there's
Play it
anyone
different.
who can make it work, it's him.
It's you. Yeah, exactly. Shit.
More field.
And we're seeing what I would consider a standard lineup out of Squirtin Turrets.
5, 4.
They are really liking that Reaper Cassidy DPS pairing.
So
It's really
dangerous
paid
up
off
close.
for him.
So
Here
dangerous up
comes
close.
Squirtin Turtles out of the gate onto the payload. Dallas Dojo waiting in that lower tunnel.
Yes, I love this. Look at this. Holding. Stay strong,
They are
brothers. There it
fighting
is!
clean and taking space immediately. But Bang My Drums goes down very quickly. Fire Chicken culprited that one. As this
Can't believe
payload's
he got
moving.
killed.
Iron Brew is in the back trying to duel Sam to Wham. Probably not the great
Got him,
duel
though.
for Iron Brew, but Shushu coming in to save the day. But this
The hardest
payload's
part-
still moving.
It's gonna be that monkey gun or the monkey hunting guns. That Reaper is so tough to take care of. He's so meta right now because he hurts so freaking bad. It's so tough for tanks to deal with.
Definitely. Now, Squirtin Turtles with a bit of a high ground advantage as they're taking space on the gas station. Iron Brew trying to come in, take some space, take some time. Phantom Tone says, no, thank you. He finds 2 picks. Sushi with the counter pick. But it's just
The third.
Sushi and Iron Brew here on point. This is just going to be a matter of time.
Yeah. I think they've got to watch out. Their win condition killed the Reaper, actually. Not the tanks. Not the supports, even. Finish the Reaper. The only thing that can take care of the ball.
And
Once the
Reaper's
ball
a
has free-
notoriously tough hero to kill. Because especially when he's being, not only is he getting lots of great heals from Spartacus and Zolak, but Fire Chicken is doing a great job of eating a lot of the burst damage coming at him.
Then, yeah, I mean, but we can rely on the Dallas Dojo's Iron Brew to make some space, and Shushu can land those rail shots. You just gotta watch him. You've gotta mark him. Oh no, here he comes on the flank.
Here comes Iron Brew with the minefield on point. It's not going to find anyone as they correctly scatter. Phantom Town and Sandwich finding a pick though, each. And now 2 more picks coming in. This is going to be a fight win and big progress for Squirtin Turtles. As that's a team kill, I believe.
It was very close to, if not a full team kill. They've gotta focus the Reaper. They've
Bang
gotta
My Drums
worry
coming
less.
out here by himself. He's going to be poked a bit by Fire Chicken before wisely going back inside. But now he's getting in a duel against the Reaper. He pulls out the Death Blossom. It's massive. Holy cow, Phantom Tones. He's still going. He's going to... Is he going to touch spawn? He goes all the way up to the spawn doors.
Iron Brew, though, making a good slowdown for that progression.
But this payload's still moving. Iron Brew, the only one...
He can't do it by himself, though. Those shotgun heroes are hurting him.
That's going to be point 2 for Squirtin Turtles. They are moving quick. They have 5 minutes on the clock just to get this final stretch.
All right, Dallas Dojo. Come on.
And 4 ults here at the ready for Squirtin Turtles. I would definitely would not be shocked to see 2 of them coming out here soon from Zoloft and Fire Chicken probably. Phantom Tones teleports up top trying to get cheeky. But Bang My Drum's not quite having it. Here comes the beat from Spartacus. And that's going to allow his team to get some much needed frags here. Iron Brew hanging around in the back, trying to get some stall, a little bit of dive. He's not really able to be super effective in the back line against Squirtin Turtles because they're
so
generally
tough.
able to peel for each other.
Well, and unfortunately, Moira and Lucio are very hard targets to lock down. And Iron Brew doesn't want to try to kill any of the DPS because they can hurt him so bad.
Now, Phantom Tones with valuable opening pick is Sandwam with the Deadeye. Gets no one. But still kills coming in for Squirtin Turtles. This is
He doesn't need it.
dominance here. As the mine's on point from Iron Brew. The only thing able to buy his team some time right now. Bardo getting a res on a Symphonia John. And now Symphonia John with Coalescence. It's a little
Stay
bit
alive,
of a scrappy
Symphonia
fight
John.
now.
Yeah, come on, keep your ball.
But now Phantom Tones with another Death Blossom.
All the AoE effect.
That's gonna zone the other team away from point. Squirtin Turtles take the third point with quite a bit of time left on the clock. 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Almost as much time as they started with. So they gotta be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're putting the hurt on the Dallas Dojo right now. Squirtin Turtles is looking good. They're playing heroes that they're comfortable with. They're playing heroes that counter their compositions. I mean, they're gonna win unless there's a massive shakeup or a different types of strategy employed by Dallas Dojo. You're asking for just getting crushed.
But let's see what Dallas Dojo can do to answer. Take Banging My Drum, starting out with the Cassidy. Symphonia John on the Ana. Bardo on the Moira. A little bit of a shakeup, but nothing too crazy. We like to see it. But let's see what Iron Brew and Sushi have to offer here.
I would honestly like to see Sushi Fu come out on a sniper. Come on, come out on something that can frag.
Widow is very strong right now.
Yes, frag him.
I'll see this
But we get the Soldier 76. Another fine choice for precision aiming. Phantom Tones teased us with the Sombra. Goes back to the Reaper. How dare you?
A shocker.
Iron Brew with the Zarya pick.
I think that's the better pick, at least right now.
I would agree. And here comes Dallas Dojo. Moving towards the payload, moving slightly. Squirtin Turtles set up here mostly on the high ground, but moving forward to take space in this first corner. Phantom Tones is on the Sombra again, faking me out again.
He got blocked on his hack though. Iron Brew reacted fast enough, got his shield up. There's the second bubble.
It's going to be a bit of a challenge for Phantom Tones to get a good hack value, but we'll see how he fares if he's able to stay out of sight. Bang my
Fire
Drone getting some point click in.
Fire Chicken was out of his mech for so long and they couldn't capitalize.
That is unfortunate.
There it is. Come on.
They get him back out of the mech a second time. Are they going to be able to kill him this time? Sandworm getting a pick. This fight's going on longer than I think Dallas Dojo really would like. And now finally Fire Chicken going down. This payload moving.
Fight. They've got to keep their supports on it. Come on. Dallas Dojo can't afford to be joking around and guessing around. They've got to rush this down.
Squirtin Turtles know they have a fair bit of time. They're going to set up on the high ground here, except for Phantom Tones. He's going to try and engage down below. He's going to find both Zarya and Soldier. Not a fun fight to take by yourself. Dallas Dojo has a chance to take this point here. It's
Blast him, AoE.
online for both teams now. And here comes Sam Nguyen with the Deadeye.
Will he die in time? He
does! Finds no one with that Deadeye. And here's a big grab from Iron Brew. He finds 3 people on point, and they're all going to go down very quickly.
Maybe it was 3. Yeah, no, you're right. It was 3. Still, he crushed him right there. It was a big grab. Great timing.
Well done. That's exactly what Iron Brew needed to do in that moment.
Agreed.
So hopefully he's feeling good about that. Because now his team has 4 ults and a lot of space that's just theirs for the taking.
Yeah.
Only 2, almost 3 ults online for Squirtin Turtles. This next fight could get pretty scrappy.
If they could just win a little bit, if Dallas Dojo can get like 1 or 2 little picks, if they don't get flanked, perfect. Now we can put some people on the cart. You don't need to go too crazy here.
Incredible opening pick, followed up by Attack Visor. This is
Fight
massive.
1.
He finds Zoloft. They also find Fire Chicken. Sam the Wham getting low. He goes down to
Little trade right there.
Spartacus now caught out by himself. He's got the Cassidy and the Moira
Oh
going after him.
no!
The Moira finisher. Love to see it.
Some of us love to see it.
The suck don't miss. You know.
Great job by Dallas Dojo right there. Get the pick, play it nice and easy. You don't need to overplay yourself. They still have 3 ultimates. They only use 1 ultimate.
This has been mostly good adjustments. Now Sam the Wham over on the Bastion. Now a grab from Fire Chicken. And the sleep onto the Bastion. Trades going in. Phantom Town's finding picks. It's a little scrappy here.
Run away, Sushi Foof.
But now Squirtin Turtles taking space. Able to flip this fight for themselves. Able to just take a deep breath now. And not give up the second point.
That high ground advantage was so important for them. They came down from that top side where Dallas Dojo wasn't looking, didn't have anybody posted there to either give a call out or for any preparation.
Still a good amount of time, 2.5 minutes left for Dallas Dojo. They're going to take the high ground wraparound here. They've got 3, almost close to 4 ults on the ready. And they're going to find a sleep onto Sam the Wham.
Crush him!
And
There it is!
Iron Brew just going to walk into him and bubble. Now it's a 5v4 in favor of Dallas Dojo. Phantom Tone is kind of off the back line, taking pot shots at the Ana from far away.
No.
Bardo falling down, though. Now banging my drums with the Deadeye. Can he find anything? He finds one, despite Spartacus with the beat. This payload's starting to move again. As Iron Brew is high charge, and now comes Shushi with another tack visor. He's going to get into a duel with the Bastion. He's going to lose that duel. And now Bastion with the artillery barrage.
Oh, Iron Brew! You're nasty, bro. What a tech!
Iron Brew somehow getting on top. Did he right-click jump somehow?
Yes,
But
he,
now
like-
he's nanoed on point. He's able to tank through that Death Blossom. It's just Spartacus on point. Zoloft now as well. But that's going to be Dallas Dojo finally able to take the second point. They're at a serious time disadvantage now, but they definitely needed that point. So now, still very much winnable.
That was gross, dude. That was nasty.
Oh, and a nice shot from Shushi, the railgun charge there. Not many ults online for either team. Both have the Graviton Surge, and Zoloft having the Coalescence at the ready. Iron Brew hanging out on this top right, able to get some pot shots against Phantom Tones. Now the grab, he find Fire Chicken, not able to follow up on it though.
Unfortunately, right there, Chuchifufu had a fight distraction with Phantom Tones, so...
Well, Phantom Tones is going to go up on the high ground and then immediately drop because there's no one up there, but space that he wanted for himself. Dallas Dojo is going to have to back out and reconsider. They have no ults, while Squirtin Turtles has 3. This is about to get messy. Here comes the grab and the Coalescence. And it's pretty fat.
Yeah.
Combine that with the Bastion tank mode. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Phantom Tones is acting so great as almost like a semi-off tank for Fire Chicken. Like he's controlling zones by just standing there and being tough to kill.
You got to give big credit to the pairing of Fire Chicken and Phantom Tones together. They're able to peel for each other
Yes.
in a way that we don't really see a lot on other roles. But
Like
we
look
love
at
to
that, he
see
double
them.
bubbled him. That's crazy. And then
That's
with the
2
Bastion
picks.
on top.
2 picks for Squirtin Turtles. This fight's going to be over after it starts.
60 seconds.
Just a minute left for Dallas Dojo. It's getting a little bit dire for them. But Squirtin Turtles has just been on top of things this game.
They've got 4
Phantom
ultimates
Tones
though.
about to have that ult. So this could be an ult.
It could be the
fest
last
here.
one.
We might see 7+ ults here.
Yeah, they're going to use everything to try to win this fight.
Here they come. Basically all of them.
Every bit of everything.
Trades coming in for both sides. It's even right now. Phantom Tones ulting in the middle of the other team. He finds some picks. That should be it for Squirtin Turtles. It's just Symphony John,
It
last
is.
one alive. Still 15 seconds left, so you never know what might happen.
That'd be
But
a Lucio
Squirtin
swap and a
Turtles
full.
fully controls the space. Dallas Dojo, the only one with any ultimate right now. Iron Brew swapping over to D.Va. Shushi with the Tracer for the touch. And they've got the touch.
You got time.
Do they have the sustain? Sam the Wham on the floating platform above with the Gatling gun. Bang my
on.
drums with the Deadeye. Finds no one.
Nothing.
Fire Chick is about to have another grab here.
Unfortunately, with that first spear, if they don't get a kill on the Dallas Dojo, it's gonna be tough.
And here's the grab. It finds Symphonia John, and that's all he really needs to find. Iron Brew out of mech on point. Shushi and Bartle, the last one's left. But there's a Bastion shooting at both of them. And that's going to do it. And that's going to be map number 3 for Squirtin Turtles. And a match W on the evening. 3-0.
Play of the game.
Here's Iron Brew with play of the game.
I hope this is when he jumps up to that high ground. My lord. No, it's not, unfortunately. It was on the next play, but bro's cracked.
This is when he gets 3 in a grab. Love to see it. Love to see it. Well done.
All right. Well,
That's-
honestly, some good plays from both teams. There's some good moments right there. I still think that Dallas Dojo, you guys got to organize yourselves, get into that zone. You got to know where you want to go and what you want to do.
Definitely. They're very much capable of performing at a high level in this league.
Absolutely.
So they just need to find that whatever is that final obstacle is and get it. Once they can get over that, they're going to be fantastic.
But hey, congrats to Squirtin Turts. Popping off tonight. Some great plays all around.
Absolutely. Mad props to everyone on Squirtin Turtles because they looked on fire for most of the match.
There's some awesome plays by their DPS, especially at least as far as I could tell, as well as Fire Chicken and Zoloff solo carrying Busan during some of those fights as Moira. So some great pop-off plays by Squirtin Turts.
We do love that. But to wrap things up, that's a 3-0 victory on the night for Squirtin Turtles. Squirtin Turtles, I believe that is their first victory of the season. They now are 1-3. Dallas Dojo, now also 1-3 on the season. I don't have the mental bandwidth right now to do the math for the map differential, so I'll let our stats person figure that out over the weekend.
I love
that. Concludes our week 4 shenanigans here in the 5U Alpha Overwatch League inaugural season of Overwatch 2, I should specify. We will not have any games next week for a Thanksgiving break, but we'll return the week after. And we hope to see you all there in the chat or in the game or wherever. So to wrap things up, I've been Stack Monster, joined here in the booth by Fox M and Max Michael. And we want to wish everybody a happy weekend.
Thank you, Max, for camming, man. You did a great job. Really appreciate it.